Barber, well underway. You start the regular season this weekend, but black and blue last weekend. How did it go, wrestling against each other?
Yeah, I think it was what it did what it was supposed to do, right? And I think really, we talked to the guys yesterday about it, and really the main thing was just getting them out of the wrestling room, getting them into a competition arena, get some officials, we've been training on Saturday matches as singlets, but it's just a little bit different. I think the first time you get out on a mat in a gymnasium with an official, with a few people there, we had a few fans there, which we appreciate anybody that came and supported that. But it just created this environment where you kind of you get to go out and blow your lungs out and, really compete hard. In wrestling your teammates is not easy. I think some people think, well, it's just against your team. Well, some of those are the toughest matches you can have because guys train together all the time. Everybody knows a little bit about each other. So it's hard to score points sometimes in those inter-squad matches. So I thought the guys did well, and I really was looking for effort and really saw that. Really thought guys wrestled really hard, for 7 minutes in 3 positions. Some execution, some of the things we've been working on in practice that's showing up in our wrestling. It is, got a little bit closer to a depth chart, so we got our 1 through 3, 4, 5, at the weight classes. I think that gives us some direction, and we feel pretty good about where some of those guys are at, and then we know that we got to keep working and growing and developing. And I think the growth and development thing, and I think I talked a little bit about it, you'll probably hear that all season long, right? But, we got 5 returning starters, and they got some high goals they want to achieve, and we got to keep challenging those guys and supporting them so they can get to where they want to go. We got 5 new guys in the lineup, and we got to help those guys grow and develop so that they become Big 12 podium-prepared athletes and, have an opportunity to go to the NCAAs back in Tulsa again.
For sure. So it starts this weekend, Western at Clune Arena this coming weekend, and then you're also sending another squad up to Golden. So what do you want to see this first time out this year?
Yeah, we're going to put our top 10 guys right now as they stand on the mat against Western. A tough, gritty team. We've had, if you go back to the history of Air Force wrestling, there's been some battles between Air Force and Western State. They're just tough kids, and Coach Piper runs a great program. So expect those guys to bring it. Clune are one of 2 gyms in the country that are higher than ours. So, when altitude's usually an advantage for us, we find the team that's got a gym that's a little bit higher than ours. But really looking for the guys to go out and wrestle hard and execute well in the areas for those guys. And then we'll have freshmen, primarily freshmen, and a couple guys that didn't get a chance to wrestle a year ago due to some injuries, going up to Golden in a freshman-sophomore tournament. So those guys, we just got to start getting some matches under their belt. We got to start getting some experiences for them so they can start evaluating where they're at and where they got to be better. But with everything, it's going to be all about, we're all about effort. We're all about fighting hard. We do hard things, all about fighting hard, scoring points, and then, you got to be fundamentally sound in these college positions to compete at the highest level. So want to get a look at that and see where we're at and gauge where we got to focus some time and energy to be better.
And the season all starts this Saturday night, 6 o'clock, Clune Arena. I'm sure you want to see some fans out there for sure.
Yeah, we'd love to see some fans. It's a great wrestling venue. It's a 2-for-1 night. You can come bounce back and forth between hockey and wrestling. So we love it when we pair it up with hockey. They drop the puck at 5. We start wrestling at 6. But it's a good night of wrestling. Again, there's 2 Division I programs in the state of Colorado. If you're in Colorado Springs and you like wrestling, come out and check out the Falcons.
Fantastic. Sam Barber, thanks for the time. Good luck this weekend.
I appreciate it. Thank you.